Hello friends, and welcome to Escaping the Mouse with your host, me, Breck Roll. Alright, it's kind of a rainy, misty day today. It's a little cold out, and I just kind of decided I wanted to go out and just kind of wander around a little bit and see what I could see. I ended up back in Crawford, Texas. Now you may recall that I came to Crawford, Texas, last summer sometime when it was like really scorchingly hot out here. And one of the things that we had tried to look at was something called Tonkawa Falls. And you recall that there wasn't much falling at the time because it was really dry. Well, I figured since I was here, let's check it out again. And because it's been raining a little bit lately, let's see if there's actually any activity in there. Now, I'm about 100 yards from it right now. I'm not hearing a lot of water, so I don't think there's a whole lot going on there. But, you know, it's got to be a little bit more than what there was here a few months ago. So let's go check it out. Well, that was just a coincidence that happened right as I turned the camera on. As you can see, there is a little bit of water going on in here right now. It seemed to be real dry last time I was here. And if you actually look at the falls, there is actually a little bit of water going over the edge there. But yeah, it's still not gotten to the point where I think there's enough rain coming in here where we're gonna see a whole lot. But what I think I want to try and do is I want to see if I can get out there and just kind of get closer to the falls and see what's out there. Alright, I'm guessing normally during the wet season this would all be a river at this point, but right now this is kind of the extent of what the river is all about. I'm kind of moving around slow back here because while it isn't entirely wet back here, it's moist enough to the point where the algae is a little slippery, but that's our raging river right now. Oh, and there's our bird friends down there. They're still kind of chilling out and having a little enjoyment in the water there. Not quite sure what those are, but they're definitely enjoying the water out there. They're bigger than ducks. They kind of move like ducks, but they don't look like geese, and they're too big to be a duck, so I don't know exactly what they are. But they seem to like I said, they seem to be enjoying themselves. Now it's interesting, when you get up higher onto the river here, there isn't any water flowing here, but all the water seems to be seeping out of the ground right here, which is kind of interesting. That was unexpected. So obviously there's like a sedimentary layer there that's separated, and the water is kind of traveling underground and just kind of percolating out of the ground here. But you get up above this, you know, I don't see where it's coming from at all. Just one of those little geology things that fascinate me. Nice little soothing river here going all the way down to the falls over there. I kind of want to wander around up here a little bit because if the water's coming out over there, it's got to be going in somewhere else. We're kind of getting to the area up here where it's slippery. So I'm kind of having to watch my step a little bit here. Maybe we'll get some blooper videos of me falling on my butt. What do you think? Now this is water that's just kind of accumulating here as a result of the rain. But like I said, I don't see any water flowing here. You know, just a little bit of pooling around from the rain. We'll walk up the river here a little bit, see what we can see. Some kind of pretty rocks that have been like smoothed off by the river. It's kind of unusual to find that down here. Yeah, that's the geology nerd in me. Sorry about that. remember that when I was here in Crawford a few months ago. The train line here is pretty active, and I think in the 10 or 15 minutes I was here before, I think there were like 3 or 4 trains that came through, so it must be a busy line. Oh, yep, that's me for you, always willing to break your butt for a laugh. Yeah, I have no idea where that water is coming from. Because, I mean, you know, we were underneath that bridge down there. That's clearly 100 feet away. So whatever that water is coming from, you know, it's traveling underground for a long ways. Who knows, that may just be where it's percolating out of the ground. This could be like some sort of an artesian well or something. Fortunately, in this part of the river, it's not that slippery. So sorry, you may have to wait to watch me fall on my butt for a minute until we go back. Just had my other battery die, so fortunately I had a replacement. I was just about to notice that I got to wonder how much these falls actually run, because when you really look at it, it isn't really that big of a river blowing through here. You know, I'm maybe 5 feet below the riverbank right there, and it's only, you know, from there to here. So, yeah, it can't be a real major river. But I'm not going to run too much further up here, just because, you know, who knows? It could be miles and miles away that river is going underground. And it doesn't really even qualify for a river, that little stream, that little creek. Yeah, we got a little rooster action happening around here too. Alright, this is where I almost ended up on my butt a minute ago, so I think I'm going to try and find another way down. Unfortunately, when this algae gets wet, it gets really slippery. So we'll just try and stay off the algae for a little bit. Yeah, there's those pebbles again. Yeah, no idea where that water is coming from. Like I said, it could just be an artesian well that's flowing for miles and miles here underground before it pops out there. There's kind of an interesting little stairway down there, so I'm going to see if I can get down closer to the water. Because it looks like our bird friends are down there, and we can get a little closer to them too. Now you may remember when I was here last time, I found this interesting little trailer park that's kind of right next to the river here. So, you know, I'm over on this side of the river this time looking at there. It seems to me when I was here before, there was actually nobody staying there, but I see a lot of like campers and fifth wheels and stuff like that in here now. I see they got a big sign out here. No swimming. Okay, probably a good idea. Must just be at certain times of the year, because they got up here that there are certain times that you can swim, because they say you swim at your own risk, no diving, you know, water fluctuates throughout the years, so must just be no swimming right now. Probably a little cold to do that anyway. Alright, we succeeded in getting down here. There's our little birdie friends. Let's see how close we can get to them here before they fly off here. Zoom in a little bit here, see if we can identify what they are. I know they're only going to let me get so far before they take off, but we'll just kind of hold our distance right here so they don't get too spooked by us. Look at all the erosion of this rock face under here as a result of the water flowing through here when it does flow. Oh, well, yeah, this wall here must be man-made. Actually, this is kind of a cool place to be in the spring when the water is actually flowing through here. Might be even good in the early summer, but I made the mistake of coming here like in fall or something like that. Just not a lot of water flowing through here right now. And my duck friend's kind of coming around here, or whatever he is. Like I said, he looks bigger than a duck. He's about the size of a goose. Gonna show us your wings a little bit here too, huh? Seem to be pretty tame. Yeah, I'm about 8 feet from them right now. They're pretty tame. Let the zoom lens do the rest of the work here. Welcome to Brick Roll's Wild Kingdom. It's got to be some species of duck. It looks like a duck, but what is it they say? If it walks like a duck and talks like a duck, and it's a duck. I don't know though. They don't seem to be too alarmed by me being close to them. Although they are keeping their distance a little. I'm about 6 feet away from him right now. Just going to kind of pace them a little bit here so they don't get too alarmed by me. Another one of the things you'll learn about me is if I get a chance to get a little wildlife in a shot, I'll take it. Alright, I think I've harassed them enough here. I'll let them go and do their thing here. Now, I remember when I was here like last summer, I saw these old stone buildings over here, but since I never made it to this side of the river, you know, I figured this time we'll explore them. Yeah, it looks like it's just kind of a chilling place here, a place where you can sit and relax and enjoy the scenery here. Because that's the river, or that's the waterfall right there. Oh, and I remember those crosses across the way too. Nice view out here. Almost one of those things that would freak you out a little bit if you had an issue with heights. Wonder if this is like a wishing well or something. I don't know, it doesn't look like your coins are going to go very far down there. Maybe it's just a planter or something. Or something that's been repurposed from something else. Yeah, so this just kind of seems to be a meeting area, picnic area for people who are staying in the trailer park that's just right over here. I was just kind of looking at this too. This is a laundromat here. Walked in on this guy doing his laundry. Well, we'll definitely have to make it a point to come out here later on this spring when maybe hopefully this river is running. We're supposed to be getting a bit of rain over the next few weeks or so, so maybe that'll make things pick up a little bit. But anyway, this was still kind of fun to be out here and check this place out. I bet you this place is beautiful when the river's flowing. So yeah, we'll definitely make it a point to come back. Kind of cool scenery out here. I like this kind of stuff. Kind of across the street from the bridge and from the falls, looks like probably the sports stadium for like the high school or something like that. And yeah, this mural's on the side of it, the Crawford Pirates. Guess that's the big team here. And check out the little eyes peeking out of the bricks there. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I guess it's varsity, junior varsity, and junior high plays here. Now, I think instead of walking back across the river again and risking breaking my butt, I think I've put enough risk on that today. I think I'm just going to take the bridge across it. That'll probably be a little bit safer. So anyway, I think that is all that I have for today. Thank you as always for watching, and I will see you next time on Escaping the Mouse. Good night. Well, I gotta admit, my timing was impeccable. I got like 10 feet away from the car and all of a sudden the sky opened up.